My name is Eric McKinney, and this technology tutorial focuses on a website and app called Kahoot. The primary purpose of the website and app that is known as Kahoot is to allow students to participate in a fun, interactive quiz bowl type game that the teacher creates. The game gives each participant points based on both correct answers and the speed in which they pick the correct answers, giving updates on the score in between each question. Making a game for Kahoot is very easy. Once you have made an account and signed in, you will see Create a New Kahoot. So you can see I'm signing in right now, and then here is Create a New Kahoot. The most popular option is the quiz feature, although you can also do a discussion Kahoot or a survey Kahoot. Once I have clicked on quiz, I then have to enter a title, a brief description, and an audience. Everything else, such as a cover image, is optional. You can see that I've now entered the title, the description, and the audience. Once I've entered all this information, I can continue on and begin to make questions for my quiz. So to do that, I just press OK Go. Making questions is as simple as typing a question, deciding how long you want the students to have to answer the question, and typing answers in. Don't forget to check the correct answer in order for the kids to get points during the game. So for example, I hit add question, and then right here in this box I put a question, and then I can put up to 4 answers. The correct answer gets a check mark to make sure that during the game you actually get awarded the points. Once you have entered each question, you simply hit next, and then you can either continue to add questions or you can save your Kahoot once you are finished. Once you have entered the amount of questions you would like, hit save. At this point you can preview, you can edit, or you can play the game you have just made, or just hit I'm done in order to go back to the main menu. When the teacher starts a game, a unique game pin is displayed for students to enter. Once they enter the pin, they must enter a nickname and then wait on the teacher to start the game. A newer function of the website is that the teacher can now use the classic individual Kahoot or the newer team version where team members are randomly assigned and face off against each other. In this case, I'm going to hit the classic option, and then Kahoot will randomly assign a pin number. Students download the Kahoot app to their tablet, and those without access to the iPad or other one-on-one learning device can download the app to their personal phone, depending on school policy and the use of cell phones. They can also access the game and view it on the web at kahoot.it, and you can see I've done that, and this is what your screen would look like if you were a student. You simply enter the PIN, which is 993157, and then enter a nickname, and then you're in. So this is what the student is seeing. Meanwhile, the teacher view, you can see that I have now entered the game and there's one player. When the teacher starts the game, a question immediately pops up with 2, 3, or 4 options. Once time runs out, the teacher can see how many students got the answer correct and which distractors students who got the question wrong are drawn to. This is a perfect opportunity to go over concepts and try and correct any misconceptions about the material that is being taught. So if I hit start, this is my sample Kahoot that has one question. This is the best quiz app is the question. And then as a student, I'm seeing these 4 colored boxes. So obviously for this one I'm going to pick the red Kahoot. So as a student, it shows me that I did get it correct. And then on the teacher side, or it would be displayed on the projector, you can see that the one student got it right. Nobody got the question wrong. After the teacher hits next, a leaderboard pops up, allowing students to see who is in the lead. At the end of the game, teachers can see results and download a spreadsheet that shows each student and how they did on each question. This is a great way to collect data and to see what questions the class is struggling with. It would also be a great way to collect data for small groups. And you can see that I've already downloaded one spreadsheet, and you can see how I did. You can see easily that I got these wrong because I didn't actually answer the question. I did answer this question, but I got it wrong. But then I did get this question correct. So you can easily identify who's struggling with what concepts. Teachers can integrate Kahoot into their teaching in a variety of ways. It can be used as a warm-up to go over concept discussed the previous day, or as an exit slip to see if students understood the topic covered in class. Both serve as great formative assessments in order to gather data on your students. Another great use for this tool is to review for testing. It is a great game to play when reviewing for unit tests or even end of the year test when you are trying to get a lot of information reviewed in a short amount of time. And you can see that I have quite a few test review Kahoots in my personal account. Students can use this tool to do self-assessments of how much they know and what concepts they are struggling on. In many ways, Kahoot is like a written exit slip or self-check disguised as a game. Each student knows immediately if they got the question correct or incorrect, and teachers can review any concepts that the entire class seemed to be struggling on. Overall, Kahoot is a fun and easy way for teachers to review vocabulary, simple concepts, or any other items that may need to be reviewed. The fact that making a Kahoot is simple means that teachers can make multiple Kahoots for one unit and continue to reinforce words or concepts from that unit. The competitive nature of Kahoot also engages many students and allows them to become more comfortable with learning concepts in a more informal setting than other exit slip exercises might be. Personally, I've used Kahoot for about the past 5 years. While I use it often, I think it is important to realize that using it every day can become repetitive and also not engage the kids as much. I do like the team feature, but I think the team feature on Quizlet Live is a little better than the Kahoot team feature. For a quick individual game that allows the students to have a little fun while learning, Kahoot is a great tool for any classroom.